All right, this next one we got Chrissy 89 spending a few hundred per month with Yelp ads for general contracting, getting leads, but they're too small. Yelp has stopped putting us at the top. It's aggravating to get leads for small jobs, and then they stop promoting us to the top like that. Their advice is spend more. Not sure what to do. We are based in San Luis Obispo.
Okay, so I think that's California, right? So I actually know a few contractors, especially like in HVAC, that do really, really well on Yelp. What would they say? They're spending a few hundred a month. So a few hundred a month isn't much. They're general contracting. So it's not unusual to spend $200 or $300 a lead for general contracting stuff. And I mean like regular projects, like a deck or a bathroom or a kitchen. For more like handyman level stuff, you should probably be like less than $100, just depending on what your business model is and how much you can afford to spend. But you said you've been getting leads, but they're too small. Go do them. If you don't have enough work, go do the small jobs. Print flyers that list all the different services you do. Make sure that they take a picture of your flyer and turn some of those small jobs into bigger jobs because these people probably need a remodel now or later. Get a review from them. Like at this point in my career, if I had to start over with construction, I would go do handyman services and upsell to remodels. I'd go in, install a door, get a review, get them to take a picture of my flyer that says I do bathrooms, kitchens, whole home renovations, additions, decks, fences, whatever. And for every third small job I got, one of those people would get me to quote a bigger job. And for every five jobs I did, one of those people would refer me to someone else. And I could just get cheaper leads all day, stack up my reviews, and still get bigger jobs, but not be competing head to head with other remodeling companies on Google for those jobs. It's there's just not a lot of large projects compared to small projects. So if that's all you're willing to take, they're going to be few and far between and they're going to be very expensive. If you're only willing to do $50,000 and larger remodels, you're going to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars to acquire that customer if you're running ads. So just expect that. If you're okay with that, companies do it all the time. They spend 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month, and they stack up the bigger jobs and they price that stuff in and they have higher prices, but they still make money from it. And since they're willing to spend more, they get those customers. And the small contractors who have really small budgets, like a few hundred a month, they just don't even compete with them. So take the smaller jobs. If Yelp is telling you that they can give you more for spending some more money, try it. I would always try not to sign long-term contracts with these companies. And then I've heard it a bunch too that companies like this, and I'm not saying Yelp does this, I've just heard people talk about it, that it'll start off really strong and then after a few weeks or a couple months, then you start to move down the list and other companies go to the top and the results kind of die off. And people theorize that they want the new guys to be happy, so they give them the good leads, but then they have to, it's like a Ponzi scheme for leads. So whether or not that's happening, I can't say for certain, but the nature of the game is that it's expensive to get the big ones. If you're getting opportunities that are small, go do them. Get as much out of them as you can, especially reviews. Get reviews for everyone. And eventually, maybe you have more reviews than all the other remodelers in your area because you got them all doing small jobs. And now people are choosing you to do the big jobs.
If you're going through this and you want to get a little bit of professional help, go to my website. You can schedule a 15-minute call with me to pick my brain. I'll spend 15 minutes with you answering every question you have and doing my best to help you get a jump start on this. So chuckthecontractor.com, use the calendar, schedule a 15-minute call with me, and I'll talk to you soon.